Hi, my name is Michael Kerr. I'm a teacher at Terry Fox Public School, and this is our Terry Fox MakerSpace. So the Terry Fox MakerSpace is currently being used by most of the students in the school from grade 1 to grade 8 as a club which runs at lunchtime, and we invite students in sort of by grade, so grade 1, 2s come in, 3, 4s, etc. And the students do a whole range of activities in here at break time, at the lunchtime. Some of them will do some coding. Some will work on programming our easy robots. There's Jenny standing there with her lights on her eyeballs. Some students come in just to tinker. Some work over here on Lego robotics. This is a station here as a Lego robotics table, and a student is starting to assemble or almost finished assembling a snowplow right here. It's been partially dismantled, but it does function. Other times when we're in this room, students are repairing things. This is our 3D printer, and unfortunately our print head was jammed, so the students have taken it apart and we're just waiting for a piece, and then we're going to reassemble it. This is our storage cupboard for filament for the 3D printer. We also have a storage area for fabric and other materials related to our fairly large sewing center. So we have some bolts of material. We have several sewing machines, as you can see here. Some are old, some are new, some are hand-me-downs. And over here, you can see a Lego robotics table. And a student has created a Lego robotics elephant. This is the Lego Mindstorms kit with the EV3 model, which you can see there's the brick, the brain that powers the robot. The kits come in these black boxes. And for the younger students who may not be ready to delve into Lego Mindstorms, we have a box of regular Lego as well as gears, and students can build and design machines and models. Over here we have a workbench, which is a place where students can take things apart or build things with regular tools and saws. We have 2 iPads which power some of the software for the Easy Robots and the Lego robots, as well as several other apps related to video making. And we're also starting to dabble with GarageBand, which is making music and composing music. One other area that we're looking at for the Makerspace that we haven't delved into a lot yet is using Arduino open source microcontrollers. So this is a kit from MakerShed, and in it has an Arduino board, which allows you to build an electronic circuit that then can be controlled or can receive feedback through to a computer. And in this kit are basically a bunch of electronic components, resistors, breadboards, even mini touch screens such as this here. So this is a small touchscreen display that could also be built into a project. So that's something we want to look at further. It would be for students that are a little bit more advanced. This is our Easy Robot station. We have 4 Easy Robots, a tank track Easy Robot. We have 2 humanoid ones. One's standing up right here, the other one is having some problems. One of the features of the Easy Robot is you can design or download 3D components and then print them. So a student in our class has printed off this upper part of this robot here on the 3D printer. Right now we're in the process in the club of sort of exploring or inquiry. So students are kind of given the freedom to explore different stations and what we have, and they're starting to think of projects that they might want to work on longer term. Sometimes they move from one project to another, just exploring. Things that I think drive students' curiosity is the fact that we have so much to do in here. A lot of it is new and novel, things that students haven't had a chance to try before or maybe haven't been exposed to, such as a 3D printer. Also, even the sewing center, not a lot of students have had a chance to do that before. And I think the other thing that drives curiosity is that we're always looking to bring in new ideas. If students suggest something, we look to see if we can bring that in. A recent suggestion was a 3D scanner, so we could scan 3D objects and then print them out in different scales or in different colors. So I think it's the freedom to explore, the fact that we have lots to explore, and also the fact that we're bringing in new things all the time. It's not static. As with any new venture, a new project, there's always challenges. We've had challenges around, first of all, the space. We were lucky to have an extra room in the school, and that challenge is now we have overcome. Other challenges are how to engage some students in the makerspace, because it's a different way of learning. It's a different, I have seen some students come in here and just get right to work and they know what they want to do or what they want to explore, and other students will stand there looking around and then they'll ask me, what do I do? And that's partially because for a lot of their learning they probably have looked to somebody else to say, what is it that I do? Or what am I supposed to do now? There's also challenges around timetabling and also for staff. Some staff may feel a little overwhelmed with what's in here. Some may also not readily see the connections to curriculum or to ways that this ties into science, mathematics, technology, and even many other subject areas that we traditionally have taught. I think that will change with time. I think the more we have spaces like this, the more people realize that there's lots they can do and there's lots of tie-ins with real learning, especially in science and technology and math. Some of our future plans for the Makerspace are kind of wide open, but we do have a few thoughts. One is we would like to build a school project. This is a robot called InMove. It's a full 6-foot tall robot that's 3D printed and uses servo motors and Arduino microcontrollers so that it can see and talk and interact with people. It can move and also pick up objects and so on. That's one project we'd like to do. But also in the future, we'd like to add additional equipment. We'd like to explore other robots. We'd like to expand on our existing robot technology. We'd also like to expand into other areas, maybe into jewelry making or electronics that are built into clothing and things like that. So wearable technology. We'd also like to eventually expand the makerspace. This room is not big enough. It needs to be bigger than this space, because not only do you have a class or more in here, you need places for all the equipment if you expand. We'd like to maybe get a 3D scanner. We'd also like to get some various sewing machines, sergers, and maybe some computer controlled machines that we could use, and really open up the space to include a much greater range of possible projects. So my vision of a makerspace at school is a creative, collaborative, sharing, innovative workspace where students can come up with a challenge or a project or an idea and work through till they've completed that. And throughout that whole process, teachers would sort of insert learning. So insert some math, or students would discover that I got to learn a bit of math to do this, or I have to learn a bit of coding to do this, or I have to learn a little bit of some other skill so that they're able to complete this project. So really a makerspace is a place where people meet with different skills, they share ideas, they help each other, and they produce something that's creative, innovative, fun, and usually something you can take away and play with. That's what I see as a makerspace, and we're starting to build that here at Terry Fox. And thanks for coming out today.